Four kinds of people in this world are unable to make their life a success. Who are these four types? In the 15th verse of the 7th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna says, Namam dushkritino mudha prapadyante naradhama maya pahratagyana asuram bhavam ashrita. The first are mood. Those who are unaware of the higher purpose of life. All they did was to amass wealth, make a house, acquire property, enjoy their senses, have children, and then depart one day. They are like the goats being taken to the slaughterhouse. The goat ahead is having its head chopped off. The goat a little behind in the line is grazing green grass, thinking how tasteful it is, without realizing its death is just a little bit away. In the same way, those people who have not understood this human life was meant for a sublime, noble purpose, they are classified in the first category, mood ignorant. The second are Maya Pahrata Jnana. They come across spiritual wisdom, but they look on it as a subject of intellectual entertainment. It's okay for some good discussions, but there's nothing further to it. And mere argumentation has got no value in experiencing the joy of the soul. During the time of Ramakrishna Paramhansa in the 19th century in Bengal was a big logician called Girish Gosh. It was said of him that nobody could stand in front of his arguments in all of Asia. He was also the then head of the Brahmo Samaj, which had been founded previously by Raja Ram Mohan Roy. But to listen to Girish Gosh would come a handful of people, and to listen to Ramakrishna Paramhansa, big crowds would flock. So Girish Gosh started developing the green envy. What is so special about him? He sent a note to Ramakrishna Paramhansa. I wish to come and debate with you. Ramakrishna Paramhansa's disciples, they said, Gurudev, this person is extremely dangerous. Do not consent. He said, never mind, call him over. So now he was waiting for the arrival of Girish Gosh with great eagerness. Has he come? Again he would poke his head out of the door. Has Girish Gosh come by now? Finally, the moment he arrived, Ramakrishna Paramhansa welcomed him with open arms and embraced him. Ow, Girish, I have heard so much about you. I am so eager to hear your arguments. Go ahead and argue. Now Girish Gosh forgot one point, that arguments happen between two people. You can't clap with one hand. So Ramakrishna Paramhansa said, go ahead and argue. Girish Gosh said, there is no God. Ramakrishna Paramhansa said, really? See, you are so tremendous. I am astounded by your valuable words. And he embraced him again. Now Girish Gosh started becoming a little bit confused. What's going on? He said, people say God is He who has created this world. But if there is a creator to this world, my question is, who has created God. Ramakrishna Paramhansa said, this time you have outdone yourself. Come, let's embrace again. Every time he would make a spectacular statement, Ramakrishna Paramhansa would give him an alingan. Slowly, the intensity of his argument started decreasing. And then he blurted out, what kind of a person are you? Every time I present some logic, rather than refute it, you just give me an embrace. Ramakrishna Paramhansa said, I am debating with you, you are not understanding my arguments. For me, you are the proof of God. You've got such a phenomenal intellect. Who could have created this? Not a big bang. An intelligent, all-powerful creator could only have created such an amazingly intellectual person like yourself. So for me, you are the living proof of God. I, Ramakrishna Paramhansa said, see the miracle of creation in every atom as the proof of the existence of the Creator. That Girish Gosh surrendered to him and became one of his staunch disciples. So Naradji says in the Bhakti Darshan, Vado Navalambya, look, there is no point just arguing and arguing. A bottle has got honey in it. Now either you keep analyzing and write a PhD, or else you open it, taste it, and you will say the honey is so beautiful. So pramanantaras yanapekshatvat swayam pramanatvat. This spiritual path will give you the proof by realization. The bliss that you experience in your soul will let you know that this is a fact. So the second kind of people who are unable to succeed in their life are those who only look on spiritual knowledge as a subject of intellectual entertainment. And then there are the third kind of people. They are asuram bhavam ashrit. They hate Vedic wisdom. They hate spiritual knowledge. Wherever there's a kirtan started, hey, stop! You're disturbing us, we shall call the police. They dislike the subject of God. Naturally, they are not going to go in the auspicious direction. And the fourth kind, Naradham. Who are these? They know what is the purpose of life. They know we need to purify our mind. They know we need to do good karmas. And knowing it, they still don't do it. Why? Laziness. Kar lenge. I'll do it later. This laziness is a big disease. Alasyam hi manushyanam sharirastho mahan ripuhu. In this human form, the biggest disease is alasya, laziness. Ramesh, did you eat food? No, Swamiji. What's the matter? You didn't have the samagri, the material to make? No, I had it. You don't know how to cook? No, I know how to cook. Then what's the problem? I thought, who will cook a meal? Let's go to sleep. We'll see tomorrow. He has it all laid out and yet is not taking the necessary action because of laziness. Similarly, those who have received satsang, who have met the saints, who have understood they are the soul, not the body, they are part of God. And even having understood, they are not trying to attach their mind in the divine, careless, lazy. Lord Krishna says they are in the fourth category. So if we have not reached the goal of God realization, We are also in one of these 4 categories. Which category are we in? Murkh, we don't know. Impossible. If we are listening to these kinds of videos, we do have the knowledge that life has a higher purpose. Maya, Pahrita Jnana, argumentation. These are a few. 1 out of 100. Once in a while. Like somebody came to me, Swamiji, I have understood everything. But I have one question that nobody has been able to answer till today. He said, what kind of pride is this? I have one question that nobody has answered. It is said even a fool can ask a question that a wise man cannot answer. So you will be hoping Swamiji also doesn't answer your question. Otherwise your pride will get shattered. What is this question so important? He said that Shravan Kumar, what was the name of his parents? I said, Mahashaya, what an important question. But tell me, if I give you the name of his parents, because it's not mentioned there in the Ramayana, if I give you the name of his parents, will you ask the name of his grandparents? But what self-interest will be served by this? Do you have a share in his parents' property that you need to sue them in court? Ask some question that is relevant to your welfare. This is like, when the Ramayana was coming on TV, I'm talking about the 1980s. First time people were seeing it on the screen. So, of course, Ramanand Sagar tried his best, but there were deficiencies. So, some people, rather than drinking the nectar, would keep on finding fault. One person came to me. He said, Swamiji, this Sugriv, Bali, Angad, they all had tails. Why did Tara not have a tail? I said, what an important question. Now you go and ask Ramanand Sagar why Tara did not have a tail. Maybe he was in short supply and ran out of tails, that's why. So, these kind of Maya Pahrita Jnana are few. The third, Asuram Bhavam Ashrit, hating God. If you did, you would not listen to a Swamiji for wisdom. You don't fall in that category. There is this one category in which most of us come. What is that? The fourth one. We know what is to be done, and yet we don't execute it because of laziness, carelessness. So what is required then is to inspire ourselves, to exert ourselves and move ahead in the desired direction. As the Kathopanishad said, Uttishtata Jagrata Prapya Varan Nibodhata, which Swami Vivekananda translated, awake, arise, and stop not till the goal is reached. Thank you.